welcome everybody. Welcome to Core Engineers and Consultants. Today, Shoham and I, we will be talking to a very young engineer, civil engineering student from India. He is a student at IIEST Shibpur in civil engineering, and he got an internship in a Canadian university in his third year. And the university is Toronto Metropolitan University. He got it through MITACS program. Basically, it's like free of cost. You without any money, you can do an internship for 3 months, and you will work under some top renowned professors, and you will get acclimatized with the culture, and at the same time you get paid basically, and you learn different stuff. So he is currently doing an internship in civil engineering, in structural engineering, more specific. So Sabyasachi, if you want to introduce yourself, 2-3 words.
Thank you, Dada. Thank you for having me today, and thank you for such a warm welcome. So I am Shibpur, as Dada said. So I am doing my BTech in civil engineering from IIEST Shibpur.
Great. Soham, you want to add something?
Yeah, so Sabyasachi, warm welcome to today's podcast, and thank you so much for joining us. Sabyasachi is actually is doing his undergrad from IIST Shibpur, as Shanto said, and IIST is actually our alma mater. Both Shanto and I are graduate of the same institute and of the same discipline. So it's great to have an undergrad from our own university in Canada. So, very warm welcome. And I would say it's a great opportunity, as Santo was saying, because, you get to see the country, you get to understand, how things work here, and, just an exposure, right? It's a huge exposure in my opinion. But we'll learn about his journey and, how his experiences are and the entire process. So it would be a great, an interesting session. So let's get on to some of the questions that we had. So can you just briefly explain what this internship program is?
Thank you, Dada, for this question. So basically, it's a MITACS Global Link Research Internship. So MITACS is a non-profit Canadian organization which is tied up to a different public universities of Canada, and which encourages worldwide research. That's why they sponsor research internship in Canada. So and the internship is wholly sponsored by MITACS. So that's a very big advantage for a undergrad student to do a research with a full stipend given. MITACS. If I say briefly about MITACS, so there are certainly 3 or 4 programs they offer. So among which Global Link is one, and it's for undergraduate students.
Right. Yeah.
So
actually,
okay,
just to add to what Sabyasachi said, so MITACS is actually very like people who are doing research programs in Canada would be very much aware of MITACS, because they have other programs for masters and PhD students as well. There are a lot of research academic research programs that MITACS offers. So it's really a great organization, and any prospective students who want to move to Canada may look them up and see what programs they offer. So thank you so much, Sabyasachi, for the answer. Sandra, go ahead.
So it's a very, as you said, you explained very clearly what MITACS program is, that you get basically free of cost for doing the internship. So let's go a level deep and a little bit personal. So how did you come to know about this program?
Basically, if I say about the selection procedure, how I came across about MITACS. So I came across by MITACS by one of my alumni. So he was taking a session with us, with our college students, classmates. So he had done it before on 2016 or 17, I think. He is from our college. So he shared all the selection procedures.
So basically,
and all
through alumni network, basically some alumni shared this with you.
Okay,
awesome. Great.
Okay,
so you want to go on?
So Sabyasachi, so what are the basic eligibility criteria if someone in their undergrad program want to apply for this program? what would be some of the eligible criteria, and if you can give us a rough estimate of what usually the deadlines are for applying to the.
Sure. So MITACS offers internship in every field. Means it's not only in engineering or science specific field. So it's also encourages humanities, law, and also medicine. Also, I have also seen here many students in those
Okay.
fields. So this is like that. So talking about selection procedure. So usually when you are in pre-final year, actually if you follow the means documentation provided by MITACS. So if you are in your pre-final year of your fourth year or fifth year dual degree or undergraduate course, so then you can apply in this program. So usually the means if I say the date, it held upon August to September. Uh, the application procedure, and you have to apply through online only, and then if I've describe the application procedure, there you have to write a SOP, means subject of purpose, on your research fields, what you want to do and what you have done before on these related fields. And these things is this is about SOP. And if I'm talking about you need one letter of recommendation from a professor.
Okay.
It can be from your home institute, or a professor who have previously worked with you, or you have worked with him.
Okay.
So the minimum requirement is one recommendation, but I had given two recommendations. From a professor of my college, and another I had done a previous internship in IIT Bombay. So a professor from IIT Bombay. So
Awesome.
it's about recommendation, and then you have to upload your transcript and documentation. I'm not going to that part. After that, in November, from November end, they start to declare the list that these students are provisionally accepted, not provisionally accepted. These students are provisionally eligible to be selected. MITACS at first MITACS selects some students based on their documentation like resume and the SOP like that. So after that, they approaches the professor. One thing I forgot to say, that you have to give your preferences of 7 research projects of 7 professors. So, and also there is another condition that among these 7 projects, there should be 3 different provinces of Canada. Means all of them cannot be from Ontario, or all of them cannot be from Quebec. So this is like that. So this is how you have to select your projects very mindfully, and then from December there is 3, or I will say I have come across 2 stages. There may be 3 also. Means 3 stages of selection. Means at the first week of December, you probably will get a interview, or you may not. If I say about my experience, I have had I have get a interview call from a professor. So that interview was gone well, and many of my fellow classmates have gone without any interview, if I say. So I have got 2 interview calls. So one in December and one in January. So I was selected in the January. So the December thing, I think in the December the professor had means taken my interview, but had not selected me. But in January I got selected in this Toronto Metropolitan University. So in structural engineering, as you said. So that's all.
So basically, you explained it very well. So I think our audience will get a very clear idea of what the entire process is. So you said it is basically a competitive scholarship, right? Because they are seeing your resume, which college you are from, your statement of purpose, whatever SOP you are saying. Whatever recommendation letters. One recommendation is mandatory. If you can provide multiple, that is good. So those are the 3 ones. And on top of that, they will take an interview. Probably they will, most probably they may not
be. Means Yeah.
Oh, okay, I understand. So may or may not, and in the interview they will ask you like all technical, generally technical, or your research background and
Yeah,
stuff like.
technical. Also I have came across some of the students who have faced some assignments given by the professor, but I have not.
Oh, okay,
Hopefully, yeah,
okay,
yeah,
great, great. And so
So
one
this,
more question I had. Yeah,
yeah, go
so
ahead, go
just one more. Okay.
ahead.
So you said
sure.
in your resume. So what do you think the college importance is? Like in the resume, do they the rank of the college in the NIRF, does that matter, or is it like, or maybe how much does your like do they see how much you got as a CGPA? Those things I think are important here, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah. I can say on that. Actually, the minimum criteria to apply on this project was 8 CGPA. You have to have an 8
okay,
CGPA, yeah.
that's a
And
very
there are
important info. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and there are very means two types of organizations in India specifically. If I say about India, so there are AICTE and SICI. SICI for stands for Shasti Indo-Canadian Institute. So there is a collaboration. SICI is a collaboration of Canadian and Indian universities. So if your universities come under SICI, then the eligibility criteria is little different, and if it comes under AICTE, then the eligibility criteria is little different. So if I say about resume, which you have asked, yeah, resume does matters. I think if you have any means previous exposure on the related field which you have applied for, so it will help you to be selected. Means it usually attracts. Should build a resume which attracts the professors. Means which should means yeah.
From that department,
Sure, sure,
like
sure.
if you build a resume and structure, you the structural professors might get
Sure,
interested
sure.
in
And
your
also,
resume.
as you said, NIRF, and I don't think this does matter, because I have seen lots of students coming from 3 tier or 2 tier colleges also. So yeah, that's it.
So, wow, great, you gave us some good clarity. Yes,
Yeah,
Soham, you
yeah, I
want to
think,
add something?
yeah, I think that's a very good, clarity. And so basically, what I understand is it's a very competitive process. It depends on the CGPA. So as you said, 8 is the cutoff. Is it like similar every year, or it does change a little bit,
Actually,
right?
I don't know about the previous year, but in my year it was 8. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
8, yeah. So and some like previous research experience
Yeah,
also
previous
helps,
year
right?
will help,
If you
and
have some
yeah,
internship.
it's a great
Yeah,
advantage if you have.
right,
Yeah.
right. So that's really right, and it's not very uniform, as you said.
But it's not like that. Yeah, but it's not like that you have to have the previous exposure or experience.
Right,
But yeah, it will help you to be selected.
right.
Say,
And it's not very uniform, right? As you said, some people may get interviews, some people may not, some people may get
yeah,
assignments, some
yeah,
people
yeah,
may not. So that
exactly.
and and the professors who interview, are they the prospective guides, or are those other professors who interview?
Yeah, the professor itself, they took the review means interview, and they talk about actually your basic questions, actually not that much technical, I will say.
Okay.
Means they will ask about what I have done and what will I do want to do in future. They are such like questions. Yeah.
Okay. So basically, your prospective guides are the ones who are taking the interview, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
That's
Great.
good, right? Because since prospective guides are taking the internship, so I would think
Hmm.
that if they perform well in the
Yeah.
internship, then they can come for MS or PhD as well. If I'm not wrong, right?
Rather,
I
yeah,
think.
yeah. I will say MITACS is a comparatively easy way to get into a international internship. Yeah, because if I compare with DAT, which is a very good means comparison with MITACS, so there the selection criteria is also a little bit tough, and also their stipend is a little less. I will say comparative to MITACS. MITACS gives a very fantastic amount of stipend, which will more than sufficient to for 3 months to survive in Canada. Yeah, it means you will enjoy the full 3 months with your along with your research. Yeah.
Right.
Awesome.
So
Great,
they
great.
would pay sufficiently for your trip. At the same time, you may even
Yeah,
save
yeah,
some
yeah,
money, right?
yeah,
So that's
exactly.
how it is. So that's really good, actually. So coming, like in that line. So how was your experience? Staying 3 months in a foreign country.
Yeah,
There would definitely be some challenges, but it's really a good time to be in this part of
Canada.
the
Yeah,
world.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I would, yeah, I would
yeah,
like
go ahead.
to give the answer of this question because I am so delighted. It is my, I will say, it is my first international trip, and it's in Canada. So I am very, I will say, I am very means lucky that I have got this opportunity. And talking about Canada, so I like the lifestyle here, and I like the work culture here. So, and also the climate I like very much. Means coming from India, the main thing in which comes first in my eyes is this climate. Means I'll it's totally with a means it's in summer. I will say it's India without the humidity. That's why it's very pleasant to be here. And
Yeah.
also there are natural beauty is really good. I will say you will get a chance if you stay near Toronto or Ontario's place, so you will get a chance to visit the Niagara waterfall. So it's a great chance, and people say that it's better to see from Canada side rather than USA. So yeah,
Yeah.
That's
uh, and
I am from the US side, so I have seen Niagara from US. Soham has seen from the Canadian side.
Yeah.
exactly,
But US side is not that bad, but I have also heard from Canada side it's better. So will
yeah,
know
yeah,
better.
Yeah, it's definitely true. And I have visited Niagara. I don't know how many times, maybe 10, 15 times so
hmm
far.
Oh,
and
really?
That
I
somebody
only
comes
visited
to go to
yeah.
once.
Niagara. Yeah.
And also, if I
Yeah.
say means you will get a roughly idea how much stipend we got. Means most of few of my friends have got to Banff National Park from Toronto only. They went to the Banff National Park, which is situated in Calgary. So you can afford that trip also. I went to Montreal, so I went there to attend a means fest. So yeah, the
So how was your Montreal experience
it's
by the way? Because I have heard that is lot of French
yeah,
people
yeah, yeah.
stays
It's a
there,
totally
right?
French city, and I will say in India, how we like to address Kolkata as a cultural capital of India. So it's Montreal. I will say the
Hmm.
cultural capital of Canada on my eyes. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
every day
Oh,
there is something
Did you go
going
to
on. Some dance, some means I will say. I think in this time of the year, I think it's very much happening. So like there was dance somewhere. Actually, most of them are French, but yeah, it's enjoyable if you will interact.
I think the Oktoberfest is going on,
Yeah,
right? Or
at
was
the
it
time
something else?
I went there, the F1 racing was going on, so it was really good to see.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Formula One.
Okay. Okay.
yeah, I wanted to talk a lot about Montreal, but I don't want to divert too
Yeah,
much from the topic we are in because later maybe we can talk about
yeah.
Montreal. Yeah, but okay. So, we got a view about the
Mm-hmm.
MITACS program. How was your experience? And you also talked about the criterias which one should fulfill basically. And from the look of it, it's a very enticing program from how you described it because you get enough stipend also, right? Uh, so let's move on. So I think we also touched about it a little bit, but I want you to address it more formally. Like, what are the future opportunities? Like, let's say you did your uh, internship
Mm-hmm.
in third year, right? Like, what is the future opportunities for students like that who does the internship in from my tax, like for in terms of MS, PhD, those kind of things,
Yeah,
or
yeah. I'd
research
like to answer
basically.
this question. So basically, the first thing, MITEX is a 3 month research internship. You can also reduce it to 2 months also. So yeah, the first thing I will say, if you got a chance to come in Canada through MITEX, uh, don't ever think about quitting it. Means yeah, so it's a very good opportunity, and I will say something about it. So if you do this global link research internship in Canada, you will get 15,000 stipend means scholarship from MITEX if you come in Canada to do your masters. Yeah, and the period which is 5 years. If you come within 5 years of completion of your internship, you will get that opportunity. And not only that, MITACS gives you a chance to change your means field of research also. If you want to do a field in, let's say, machine learning or data science, and you are from civil engineering, if you are able to show them that this field is related to your background, then you can also, they encourage it. Yeah. And also I will say uh, the most benefit of MITEX is you develop very much, means so much connections here, so that will help you in long run very much. Just like if I will say about myself, I went to McMaster University and also McGill University in Montreal. So there I met some professors. So I talked about some research which I want to do in my future. So that will is really beneficial. And also I came across uh, some alumni who are from our colleges who stays here. So I build connection with them, and yeah, that's all I will say. This is like my text. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. So you want to go ahead?
Yeah, that's actually, a very good approach, I would say, to come to the country to actually visit different colleges and talk to professors, because connection is a very very important thing. Later on you'll see that how important
Yeah.
connection is, even in terms of job applications, and anywhere in life. If you have connections, it's a little bit easier, right, than not having any connection. So that's a very good approach and a very good suggestion, I would say, that people can have. On top of that, the stipend would basically help the professors. They would kind of assist the professor to hire a MITACS intern rather than someone else,
Yeah.
because in their opinion, they will think that like this person already has some amount of scholarship, and they can comprehend whatever is remaining and help that person to get a fully funded master. So that is also very very important and very helpful for people who have undergone this internship program. So that's very well explained, and I would say it's a great opportunity from what I understand.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, yeah, great points, Som, which you mentioned. I mean, I agree with that. One of the thing that I want to just add, like which Sabyasachi said, very rightly he said about, like, yes, the money is there, but it opens a lot of
Yeah.
doors. Like even for future, you can, as you build networks, you get your MS opportunity, PhD and MS. You said you can get it in within 5 years. You have like the within five
Yeah.
years, if you come anytime, you get that MyTax scholarship of 15,000. So awesome. I mean, yeah, that's, I would say
Yeah.
that's a very pretty interesting opportunity. Yeah. Yeah. So if you have any other question, you can.
Yeah, so now that we have understood about this program, let's go back and hear about some of your experience. So what have you liked the most about Canada? If you can say, like, points about it.
The climate and the environment which I means experienced here, yeah, and the natural sights, I think it's unmatchable to means anything. Means if I say I went Niagara, and the here is island also, Toronto Island, and yeah, and I will say the most people think that they will be faced with racism when they come in international any country, but I have never faced, and I will say rather Canada is a very welcoming country, and also uh, it's
Right.
yeah, means I was
Yeah.
very lucky that I came in this time of year, and I faced I have visited Rath Yatra, means which was means organized by ISKCON Canada. So yeah, and that was really good, means greatly celebrated in the street of Toronto. And so yeah, I will say you will not have any regret to get that opportunity in Canada.
Definitely.
Great.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got a lot of insight from Sobhusachi today. So last question that we have before we wrap it up. So I think we kind of covered it, but still, if you haven't, I will give you another opportunity to explain. So any suggestions that you
Yeah.
have for future applicants for this my tax, like what they should do to increase their chances, or or maybe the more fundamentally whether they should choose it. As you said, I think you already explained that they should choose this program. It's very important, but you can kind of say it from the angle what they can do to increase their chances.
Sure. I will happy to answer this question. So, for future applicants, I will say it's not very much means uh, hard to get in MITACS. So you just maintain your a decent GPA, and if you have previous exposure, that will help. And if not, then also it's okay. So try to build your resume in such a way that it attracts the professors, professor. And also the SOP is the most important thing. So the subject of purpose, it's the most. It should be eye catching. Otherwise, means professor will not means consider you. And also, actually, if I say that as I talked with some professors who are involved in this means process, so they said that MITACS gives them a choice that the students who have applied under them, you should rank them in your preferred in the professor's means choice. So let's say he will rank the student who have very good, I will say, um, background, academic
Academic.
background
Hmm.
and GPA and all that. And the fifth number student he have also ranked. But MITACS says them that will you choose this fifth student if means if you not get the above four students. So by that definitely means professor will choose the option that yes I will want to do, and such that that's why students means get this type of this scholarship without any interview also. So when the four people choose another professor to take in, so then the fifth person also gets the chance. So I will say if you apply in MITACS, there is a high chance you will get it. So just means maintain the normal eligibility criteria, and yeah, there is I would say 80 to 90% chance you will be selected. Yeah.
The insights that Sabyasachi actually gave on MITACS, I think if the students who actually will watch it will greatly really benefit from it, because even I did not know all this because I never applied for MITACS during my college days. I applied in United States through a different route. We can discuss in another podcast how we and Soham and I did it. They got it, but this MITACS program, the insights that Sabyasachi gave. Yeah, you want to add something?
Yeah. I want to tell another thing that uh, though there is mention that only pre-final year students of undergraduate or postgraduate students apply, but I came across some students also who are in their second years or in final year also, means they are also be selected. And I will and another thing I will say, it's very interesting. I have came across a student who have done his internship in third year, and also next year he also applied, and then he also got selected. So yeah, you can get this
So after
opportunity.
fourth year, that guy applied and he got an
Yeah.
internship. But did he do MS or no? Or you
no.
don't know
Actually,
that?
he was in a dual degree actually. So
Oh
that's why
wow!
he
Okay,
did
okay.
2 times internship
Two
in Canada.
times.
So my
Wow.
yeah.
So there's an
Yeah.
Great
opportunity
insight.
to do the internship multiple times.
Exactly.
Somebody does it in second year, they can also do it in third year maybe.
If the
Exactly.
professor likes him, then he can call him multiple times also.
Yeah.
So I think this is actually very valuable podcast that we made today, because so many insights that you gave, a lot of
Yeah.
students will benefit out of it. Because yeah, I'm very serious about it. If somebody listens to this carefully and applies the principles you said and understands it, and they have some future aspirations, they can definitely take good, benefit out of it basically. Great. So
Yeah.
unless you have something else to say, we will wrap it up today's session.
Yeah, I think some great insights and some very valuable information, as Santos said, that he gave, and I'm sure this will be very much helpful to the prospective applicants. And so thank you, Sabyasachi, for taking the time out.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to be with you people in this podcast. And
No, we want to
I
thank
enjoyed.
you more.
Yeah, I
Because
enjoyed
you
this session
came to
very
our
much.
platform.
Yeah, thank you, Dada.
Thanks. Please like and subscribe our videos if you find this useful. We will also make better contents like this. Thanks. Have a great day.